sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flush to his right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the touchdown. Cardinals. A.J. Green, 34 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Touchdown!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Murray now. Being chased out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Murray now to throw, eluding the pressure, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Rashawn Gary just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray, forced out to his left. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 38 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going deep for Hopkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. On the return, Shandon Sullivan. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And Chris Barnes there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big catch on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Rodgers again now. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers get a score closer. Rodgers will throw for it, and they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Murray again, this is Conner. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Green. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Being chased out left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back to throw it, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Green here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place.
that helped spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.